Hey everybody, Jason here. Happy Friday. I have had happier Fridays. So take a look at where we're at now for the day. We're down 14. The week, we're down 94. Worst week I've ever had. For the month, we're still up 47,000 and 87,000 on the quarter. Um, I guess we'll jump right into Tesla and talk about that a little bit. Elon is about 30% so far as what has been filed. He's 30% done with his selling. So each of these huge dips in the morning, definitely selling pressure, and it could be in there, not huge volume today. But this is what I'll expect over the next couple weeks. Unfortunately, this next couple weeks is going to be pretty challenging. Just stress and emotional and all that stuff wise. But this to me is there's so many positives here. The fact that we know, the market knows, analysts know, everybody knows that the selling is coming, and I mean it's been happening. It'll continue to happen, and still there's enough buying pressure to keep Tesla up at these ranges. I see a lot of stuff like, hello 900s, hello 800s, and all that stuff. Yep, it's a huge weight, and maybe buying pressure will subside a little bit. But I think as it's coming down, people know, that aren't super short minded, that these levels, even though they're, that's what they're going to be in the next over the next couple weeks. As soon as he is done, that selling pressure is done. I think we're going to have just insane upsides. So anytime when we see these little dips here, or actually, I mean, big dips, great time for put credit spread entry, great time for leaps, great time for, you could get in and out of some calls here. But that's definitely a day trade. I grabbed a 1060 down here, sold out as soon as we kind of petered out a little bit up here. Didn't get this little spike, but just in and out of that one today. So that's where we're at Tesla wise, and I'm just not, I mean, I guess we could focus on it. We can focus on this, but in my account, I'm not generally, I did day trade that one call, but I'm not looking at this to bump this number up huge over the next couple of weeks. I'm looking to have huge gains over the next years. So that's where we're at with that. So today we will, besides just that one call I grabbed during the dip, we're going to get some put credit spreads rolled out. So all these ones expiring next week. We don't want to hold these into expiration at all. I think the low point on Tesla for the near term is probably going to be 1,000. Just looking through all the SEC filings, that was the low point on where the sales were happening on Tesla. So I think there may be some instructions there to get at least $1,000 a share out of it. I don't know that. It may be just kind of blindly dumped every single day. So there is potential for it going lower. But just seeing that $1,000 even, I'm not thinking we're going to see below there. So I'm going to still stick with the same strike prices when rolling them out. And we'll have some that are pretty easily gainers, the 880s and 850s and stuff like that. So we'll get into rolling these guys out right now, and we'll just roll these a couple weeks out. We do the following week. We're right around 1,000 there. So we'll roll all these guys out till 10:03-ish. You can roll them out a little farther, just because this is just going to be a not fun. This is not going to be a fun couple weeks, but we'll be able to grab some premium here. So let's get to rolling these guys out, expiring next week. And one of the reasons we definitely don't want to hold these all the way, anything farther than this. If we do have downside, it'll give us time and some more extrinsic value to be able to roll them out farther if we need to. So with this one, we'll start with the ones up high. And just a side note, in reality, if I would have thought about it and maybe had a little bit more time this morning, if I was just sitting at home trading these, I should have just closed these out on the little bit of pop up this morning, and then got back in when the stock price came down. But didn't happen, and this is just fine with me. So we will buy back the 990s, and we will sell. We will sell the 985s. So we have 15 of these. We'll go out a couple weeks. And we don't have that level available as far as a $5 width. So let's see if we can go down $5 and still grab some credit here. We should be able to. Yeah, we can grab $40 credit or something around there. We'll see what that looks like. So we will enter 15, and it doesn't look like the update right here is showing 40. So we will start at 38, and what we'll do, we'll hit credit, and we will slowly lower our price, basically lower what we're asking for until these guys do get filled. I don't think we're going to get filled at 38. If you have more time, more patience, you can definitely do it a lot slower. But I am kind of limited on my time, so we'll see if we can grab $35 here. And I just want to get them rolled out and then continue on my day. And if you already know how to roll stuff, you could probably cut out of the video now. See if we can grab $30 real quick. Let's grab a credit there. So tomorrow, for sure, definitely a live stream sometime between 11 a.m., 1 p.m., somewhere in there. We got those 15 rolled out. And I'll post that on, post on YouTube, and I'll post it on the Discord prior to, but just so you're aware, if you have any questions on this, just because I've been getting a lot more questions and a lot more questions in general. Kind of hard to go through them all during the day when I have other responsibilities. Maybe one day I can just quit my day job. And let's see, that is just one of those guys. And we will lower that one too. Anyways, maybe we can just quit the job and do this full time. Then we have plenty of time to answer questions. So we'll see, can we grab $70 there? So even though we're having terrible days and terrible weeks as far as like just daily reports and stuff like that, we're still able to roll stuff out, continue to collect premium. We've definitely taken a big hit on the actual equity itself. I mean, we're down $200 from the all-time highs, and with 200 and some shares, that kicks our butt a little bit to the tune of what, $40,000 right there. But that part's no problem. That part is just, a few years down the road when it's 2,000-3,000, they announce the stock split and all that stuff, $69. Oh, that's an omen. It won't matter. It just won't matter at all. And also, over the coming months, we have some pretty great catalysts too, which everything all in all, I really love where we're at. Not only with especially actually where Tesla is just keeping up so well with the, keeping the stock price above 1,000, even though we know Elon was selling so dang much. I was honestly, I was prepared to go see down in the 900s and emergency roll everything out kind of. But as we see those roll in, we see the patterns getting easier and easier. Let's see. Oh, we have 1,900, 890. So we will buy that guy back and sell the 890. Where's that? Or, yep. So let's see. That's already 500 and some dollars we collected. Go out a couple weeks. And that was a 900, right? 900, 890. Some of the credit, if you have cash available, some of these credits are outstanding. I mean, $150 on 1,000. That's awesome. 15%. Of course, this is all predicated on me being very, very, very bullish on Tesla. 85 bucks. Let's see if we can get filled there. And in reality, like even rolling these out, that's what we are. That's 500. This will be maybe 600, maybe 1,000, something like that. By the time we're done rolling these guys, what was that? That was 85. Let's try 83. That's a decent week's pay for not too much. And maybe we'll try down at 80. Oh, it's showing a lot higher, but yeah, patience would probably be good here. Probably collect a lot more. There we go. There's $82 there. And what else do we have? We have we have quite a few more to go. So some 850s. Only have $20 more to collect on that. So we'll buy these guys back, sell the 845s, and there's our 850s. That's just amazing right there. There's still some pretty good premium. Super happy about that. So what do we, that's like, should be $50. So maybe another $30 credit. How many of those do we have? 5 of those? Yep, 5 of those. So, yep, $30. Let's see if we can get a whole 30 bucks. Grab $150. I think we'll have to get a little bit less because $50. It's $50 looks like we're gonna get, and the other ones were 20, so let's try a 28. Gives that another little bit of room. Looks like Tesla's coming down a little bit too. 1029. All right, there's another $140, and then we have these 11 at 880. And we'll buy back the 880s. Sell the 875s. Go out a couple more weeks. Another common question I get is why all the multiple dates and strike prices and such. Some of them are just more aggressive, and they may have to be rolled a lot longer in order for us to be able to realize gains. But some of these that are very far down, to me, though, kind of looks like guaranteed money, and we need some of that guaranteed money to essentially, how I think about it is just funding new plays or using it to purchase shares. We have 11 of those. And grab another $38 there. So I think that's well over $1,000 collected. I think. And we'll have to get a little bit less. $36 and credit and swipe up. And there we go, another $407. So, where does that stick us? So we are all rolled out. We do have these couple $1,350 calls. I was considering rolling those down, but one of the big things is I just don't want to put those at risk. And after tonight, I'll do the analysis, see how many more days of this that we should expect as far as selling pressure before we see the upside. And then so I'll probably grab some call credit spreads or call debit spreads for that week after, because I think we'll see some pretty good upside. So there we go. All rolled out. Ending up down 17 right now, but we did collect over $1,000 cash, and I think 10:30. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 shares. Should we grab another 0.4? Yeah, maybe we'll just keep that on the table. We have a lot of shares, and we need to build up some cash. Just in case we do have some downside, we can open up some more stuff for a good deal. So let's see, anything else that I want to deal with? Nope, nothing at this point. Just kind of taking a look real quick. We do have some 1050s, and I may roll those out come Monday, and the 1080 as well. Just depends if that falls before or after the time I think that the selling pressure will be done. And then everything else I rolled out, super far. So, and we're down huge on some of these, like 1,990s, stuff like that. We just didn't get that much credit initially, but this is, boy, for $1,000, 990, and we have huge catalysts coming. This is going to be after earnings and after production and delivery numbers, and probably the after first deliveries. Like, all this is good stuff. Boy, this is like a double your money situation. I think I'm going to go for one of these. I'll open up one more. We only grabbed 332. I'm going to grab one more of these guys. So for $480, yes. It's a great deal. It's always kind of nice to add. I mean, we already have 54 of these, but it brings our cost, well, our premium up a little bit. So how about 475? And this is all predicated on my thoughts, my thesis, and my beliefs. There we go. Grabbed another $475 cash. And I think that is it for the time being. So ending up the day, probably super down. Next week, I expect we'll probably have some more downs. And then just based on when the selling is all done, as soon as we know that or know a date, that's when we'll see the big upside. All right, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you guys are a little less red than me. Small account, big account, or the small accounts. I don't even need to jump into those. We know they're down. And I'll also look on those dates relative to the to my projected selling. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And maybe let's make a lot of money in a couple weeks.